Hello, everybody. Anything going on? There's a bunch of you already. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Brooks, I saw that, and I don't even think it's going to be 3 more months. I think it's going to go on for a while. Today when they talked about it, they said it doesn't have an end date, so they don't know what the plan is going to be. So it's sad. I talked to City of Long Beach today too, asking about when I could start doing charters, and they said you're welcome to take your boat out. Can't take any paying passengers. So just sad, sad, sad. I don't even know what to do. I'm trying not to think about it for the next hour so I can make through it with you guys. It's Lloyd, it's just Southern California. It's just LA County. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Orange County open up this month. I mean, like open up a lot. I think LA County said today, or was it the governor that said all of retail can open up for curbside pickup? No, you can't have people in your stores yet, unless you're like Target or huge Walmart. Do whatever you want. Bring in 1,000 people, but the rest of us, no. I mean, the little tackle stores can't open up. Big Five has been open the whole time. I don't understand it. Because if you're big enough, it doesn't matter. San Diego is still locked down. Um, I think San Diego and Orange County is gonna. I personally think it's gonna be maybe Ventura County first, Orange County second, then San Diego, and I have no idea when LA is gonna open up. And the whole thought of no deaths and no new cases for 2 weeks before they open up restaurants and stuff like that. I'm guessing they're going to do the same thing for the businesses. I can't see that happening anytime soon. I can't see when LA County is not going to have a case for 14 days. So, hi, everybody. Aaron, no, you can't go fishing on the 15th. I mean, at least you can't go on a sport boat. You can go on your own boat. In San Diego, everybody in the boat has to be from the same family. But in LA County, you can have friends. Just you can't go on a boat that's for hire. Like I can't charge anybody to go fishing. Not only will I get fined from the city and the county, but also I wouldn't be covered by my insurance. And that's why a lot of the boats aren't running. They're not so much worried about getting fined than they are if something bad happens. Another boat hits them, something happens, and they won't be covered. their insurance won't be covered. So that's pretty bad. Yeah, James, you can't do anything with money. Like you couldn't make a donation to my youth foundation and then I took you guys fishing because then I wouldn't. I mean, I can talk to my insurance company about that, but it would still be considered a business thing. So, so Henry, the American calico, that's one of the Turner's rods. That's a Californian rod. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't want to say what boat it was, but I was told a week or two ago one of the local party boats took people out, took like 15, 20 people out, out to one of the islands, and they got caught. And supposedly there was a big fine. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I was told by a guy who's good friends with one of the crew members. So we'll see. Yeah, Kevin says that Johnny's just announced that they reopened. I got an email from them too, a message saying that they are reopened now, Johnny's Sports Shop Pasadena. So they said they're selling licenses and they're also selling the day passes for up in Angeles Crest. So you need a pass now to park if you go up to like Crystal Lake and fish. Was it the West Fork River or whatever those rivers are called up there above Azusa Canyon? You need to have a pass, and Johnny sells them, so you can get them there. Yeah, you can go fishing on your own boats. There's no problem. If you have your own boats, no problem. You can do that. Oh, Lloyd got his raffle prize. Good, congratulations. Glad you got it. Yeah, Jose, a lot of boats are talking about running, but I don't think you're going to see any boats running this weekend. I'll be surprised if you see any boats running this month. So we will see. What's really affected everybody, like I said, is a lot of guys were thinking about going out and taking a chance that they would get a fine, and they thought they would live with the fine. But as soon as the insurance company started calling everybody and letting us know that if there's a closure, LA County's closed, San Diego County, whatever's closed, and you take your boat out, you won't be covered. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, I'd really like to see you guys support your local tackle store wherever you live, LA County, Ventura County, San Diego, Kansas, New York. I'd rather see you guys support your local tackle shop than go on Amazon. And it's kind of frustrating when I'm in a tackle store and I see people just grinding them for information, and then they go to Amazon and buy what they're going to buy. So, that's kind of frustrating. And sometimes I'm in a store and I see the guys working in the stores get all upset because, they talk to a guy for an hour or 45 minutes telling them all about a reel. Then the guy goes and buys a reel on Amazon, and then he shows up a couple days later the next week with the reel in a box that he bought somewhere else, like Amazon, and then wants line put on the reel. And the owner of the stores are like, all right, well, let's sell the line at least. But the guys that worked with them and spent the 45 minutes, hour with them, telling them all about the tackle, is really upset. So Henry was a California rod. Good. I think you're going to like it. I really like those rods. I use them a lot. And for the price, you can't beat it. So Robert's saying that he's casting Metallica 12, medium heavy, 7-foot rod. What pound test line do you have on that, Robert? And then a 7-foot rod's a little short too. I mean, if you're tuna fishing, yeah, 7-foot's okay, I guess. But you want to have something like 7.5. If you're calico bass fishing or yellowtail, you want 8-foot, something like that, something to get away. Yeah, Jose, I don't think it doesn't matter if you have staterooms on the boat. If the county says you can't go out, you can't go out. That's all it is. Yeah, some boats have staterooms, and those are probably going to be the boats that are going to be able to do the overnight trips. But there's still so many questions about what they want you to do to keep things clean. Like, so let's say you cut it down from 30 people to 15 people or 12 people. Say a boat has 15 staterooms. So you only put one person per stateroom. So you got 15 people on the boat. How are you going to sit 15 people in a galley in the boat? You know, you got 2 bathrooms. Every time somebody goes in the bathroom, it's got to get wiped down, sprayed. I don't know. Nobody knows what to expect. I mean, some of the 3/4 day boats and half day boats are talking about no galleys. You know, if they're only going to take 10 or 12 people, they're talking about not serving food, because that's going to be a whole different problem. You know, if the cook gets sick and he passes the virus off. Yeah, and you're going to be signing release forms before you get on a boat. I guarantee you. Every boat's going to make you sign a release form. So we'll see what happens. Hey guys, we got like almost 90 of you on here, and I only have 20 likes. So let's start liking that button up there. See if we can get to 100 again, like we did. What was it? Monday we were here. Monday we got to 100 people. That was cool. Mr. Smokey, hey Dan, I booked with Tomahawk. Yeah, is that an overnight trip, Mr. Smokey, or a 3/4 day trip? I'm pretty sure it's an overnight trip because I do overnight trips. So, yeah, I think that's going to, I think when they're allowed to run overnight trips, you're going to have to bring your own pillows, your own blankets, any of your bedding that you want on the mat. You're going to have to bring it. I think that's just going to be the way it's going to be. But I have no idea when they're going to be running. Yeah, you don't have to worry about looking at the fish counts, Julio. There are no fish counts. You probably have a better chance of looking at a fish count looking at a supermarket and what got delivered today. They got salmon or halibut in. So I don't know. Yeah, was that fish on or vision? Yeah, in San Diego, everybody on the boat has to be from the same household. So if you got 4 friends with you or 3 friends with you, and Harbor Patrol, Coast Guard stops you, anybody stops you, and they pull out your fishing licenses, your IDs, and everybody has a different home address, you're going to be sent right in, and you're probably going to get a ticket. So that's what the deal is. Can you hire a captain to run your own boat? Probably. I don't know if the captain would be. Like if hmm, that's a good one. I'll look into that one. I'll make a phone call and find out about that. Let's see. Yeah, Island Tackle is a good place. All these tackle shops you guys are talking about, Johnny's, Taka's, Island, um, Baja, they're all good tackle stores, and they're all gonna be trying to survive when this is over. So some of them have been open the whole time, just doing curbside stuff before it was legal to do it. So Johnny's just started today with LA County saying it was okay. So please support those guys if you can. Yeah, I think the problem with the insurance thing is if I'm hired to run the boat, if it's a private boat, I might still be responsible, and my insurance won't cover me if I'm doing anything for money. So, so Kevin, what are you talking about? Bragging about the deal and the price on the price? Who's bragging? What store? So Zay wants to know what reel do I recommend for his California rod? You need a reel that's gonna. Uh, you need a reel that's going to be rated. So if you have a rod that's rated 30 to 80, it means it's probably a really good 60-pound rod. So you need a reel that you're going to put 80-pound Spectra on, and you're going to fish it with 60-pound fluorocarbon or monofilament on there. So there's a bunch of different reels out there. It's just a matter of what price range you want to use or what you want to buy. Fish Talk. I don't. Is that a radio show? I don't know. Oh, you need to count. Roy's asking, who do you need to contact about getting the boats out? I think you need to contact LA County, the supervisors, and you need to call the cities. So, like for San Pedro, you got to call the city of Los Angeles and the mayor. For Long Beach, where I'm at, you need to contact the mayor of Long Beach, and inundate them with emails and phone calls saying you want to take your family out. You know, if I can't go on a boat with 20 people, why can't I go on a small boat? You have to mention my name, but you can mention like a 4-pack or a 6-pack, stuff like that. So you need to, let them know that you want to go out there. That's how all the beaches got opened up because everybody was complaining and showing up. So if you want to get on a boat, you got to start sending some emails, making some phone calls with some, county supervisors and some mayors. Jose, I don't think they're going to go up 20 to 29%. I think they're going to double. I think boats that were running with 50 people if they can only run 10 or 12 people, are going to double their price. So I think that's what's going to happen. Robert, have I been to Milton's? I haven't been to their new location, but I had been to their other location. And then I don't know if you guys saw the news, but the police arrested the people that stole all that tackle from Milton's. So I don't know if the tackle's back in Milton's hand yet, or if they're using it for evidence, but it looks like they caught the guy, and he had a bunch of the tackle on him. So Lloyd, Channel Islands has extended their dates for closure. Is that it? Yeah, to June 1st. I think Channel Island, I think those boats up there, especially the half day and 3/4 day boats, Ventura, Oxnard, Santa Barbara, I think those boats are going to get permission to leave first, just because there's way fewer deaths up there. I think there's only like 20 or 30 deaths in Ventura County, and there's over, was it 1,600 deaths, 1,700 deaths in LA County. So I think you're going to see Ventura County, Santa Barbara, all that area open up way sooner than LA County. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just, the thought of not being able to take my boat out till August. I don't know if August comes, I'll have money to take people out. I don't know. It's scary. It's really, really scary. So, yeah, Kevin says he's talking about how people brag about how they bought their stuff from Amazon to save the money. But what they don't understand is if you don't support the little stores, when you need a drag washer or you need a reel fixed or you need line for that trip last minute and you can't wait 2 days for Amazon, those stores aren't going to be there, and guys, unless you guys are supporting them. So you really need to support your local tackle store, no matter what city you're in, what state you're in. Support these guys. That's good, Lloyd. Sounds like you got a good deal. Marcos. Yeah, I think Save On Tackle's open. They haven't closed. They've been open the whole time. I mean, they haven't let people in the store, but if you called them and said, "I want to, buy something," they bring it out to the curbside for you, and that's what a lot of the stores just closed. They honored the closure, but some stores, like Save On and some of the others, they were pretty much open most of the time. And not to say that they're doing a ton of business, because I'm sure they're not. People, when they're walking around the store, will buy a lot more stuff. They'll pick up a lot more stuff than if they call it in and just get what they ordered. Yes, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. See what else is going on. So we're going to do another raffle. If we sell 25 tickets today, I'll give away the prize today, but I'm guessing it will probably be on Friday. So there's the link for the raffle. And so here's the raffle prizes for today. Got an ahi jig 2 magic metal jigs, big jigs for like rock fishing. A magic metal light for surface fishing. A bucktail with a big hook for calicos and white sea bass and halibut. And a boon bait. Spinner bait. So all this for $5. One $5 raffle ticket. So if you guys want it, here it is. So when you guys go to the website and get the ticket, you get one of these numbers. And if we get 25 people today, we'll go ahead and give it away. If not, we will do it on Friday. And then Friday's talk is going to be short. It's only going to be like an hour because one of the kids in our youth foundation is graduating from USC. A kid that learned how to fish through the youth foundation when he was, 12 or so. And now he's in his 20s and graduating from USC. So they're having the ceremony on Zoom, and been invited to join in. So I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're doing, I'm sure it's not at the school, but it's pretty cool that the family asked me and invited me. So I don't want to miss it. It kind of starts at 7. I told them I can do it at 7, and it's over at 9. So I'll be there the last hour from 8 to 9 o'clock. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. Tyler, no, they haven't got the people that broke into our clubhouse from the Youth Foundation. They haven't found those rods. They haven't found the Easy Up that we had stolen. The roller ice chest, all that stuff that we had stolen. The prizes, the rods and reel prizes that we had, all that stuff. It's a couple of grand. When all this is over, hopefully, we can go ahead and do some fundraisers for that. But no fundraisers soon. We were hoping in August that we could do our swap meet again for the one that was postponed, that we had to delay for April, but we'll see what happens. So Andrew wants to know what makes the best boat burger. Well, what you have to understand, Andrew, is just having a burger out at sea makes it 100 times better than a burger that you had on land. So you could take your average medium grade burger and have it out on the ocean, and it's going to taste 10 times better than In-N-Out. And I love In-N-Out. It's like my go-to burger. But just being on the water, I don't know if it's the air or what it is, just makes everything taste better out at sea. And especially when you're catching fish, and you take a little break and, you go have a burger, or they're making moves from spot to spot around the island. And, you take that moment to sit down, have a burger, unwind, relax, have something to drink. That's really that's what makes it. That's, what's going to make it. And I'm hoping the boats keep the galleys going. I hope the boats keep the food on boat. For me, it's kind of weird when I go fishing up in Northern Cal because the boats up there just don't have hot food on the galley. They have one or two deckhands and that's it. And they don't have a big working galley. They just let all the customers bring their own food, whatever they want to drink. They're just in there to take people fishing. And, in Southern California, that would never happen. Southern California, the boats make, extra money by having that galley going. And they try to have guys in the galley that can help out on the deck. But in Northern Cal, they just don't do that. So, I remember the first time I went fishing up there in Northern Cal, we had to get food. Larry and I and my camera guy, we had to bum food off the passengers because we didn't know there was no food on the boat. So we didn't bring any food. So now we know, and we always bring the food. Yeah, guys, please like the video. This thing going on. We got over 90 of you on here right now. And we're almost at 70. Let's get to 80 here really soon. So by the end of this broadcast, in another 35 minutes or so, we will be at 100. Okay, what other questions do we have here? So you guys are putting up the county supervisor's phone number. Thank you. And I saw someone put information for the city of Long Beach. So please do that. Yeah, Lloyd, everybody that bought a ticket on Monday, their tickets are still in the hat. They're still in the raffle. And those are the only ones that are in there. So. Yeah, Jason, I don't know if that's where they make most of their money, but they do make some good money in the galley. And I think that's part of the reason, like the freelance and those guys did the Groupon, because the Groupon, you get on a $75 boat ride for $30 and they go out with 90 people, sometimes more. And I don't think it was to get the 90 people on the boat so much to catch fish as it was to get the 90 people on the boat, for 8 hours and get them to buy beer, water, food. And, you have them on sea so you can get all the money from all that stuff from them. So I think that's how they do it. Yeah, Matthew, I don't care what you have on a boat, if it's a burrito, if it's a hot dog, if it's a burger, I would tell you it's going to taste 200 times better on the water than having it at home or, going to a market and getting it. Oh, so that's good, Henry. So you told them you wanted to buy fishing tackle and they let you right in. That's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have lines for the guns and the ammo and all that because you have to do a lot more paperwork and all that. And you don't have to do that for fishing tackle, at least not yet. So here's the information for the county supervisors. So maybe you guys can go ahead and give them a call tomorrow. Let them know you want to go fishing and get them to lighten up on surf fishing too, because people are getting cited for surf fishing. Yeah, so the charter we have on the 31st on the Triton, I talked to Ryan yesterday, and he has no idea what's going to happen I have no idea what's going to happen. So I would just suggest we're going to wait and see maybe even a few days before the trip if we can still do the trip. Um, this thing's changing so fast, so nobody knows. I mean, they're talking about not being able to do like level 3 things until August, but we don't know what's going to happen on the boat stuff. We don't know if they're hopefully they don't treat boats like restaurants because we don't have the problem with ventilation because we're outdoors. So that should make it easier. But and the 3/4 day trips I think will be easier to get out than overnight trips. But who knows what's going to happen? Just it's kind of scary. Everybody doesn't know what's going to happen. Kevin, remember prom night at In-N-Out Burger? Oh no, that wasn't in that prom night thing wasn't in OC. That was in San Diego. That was in that In-N-Out Burger right off Airport Loop Road. Um, what's the name of that town right there? Carlsbad? It's Carlsbad. So Kevin's talking about this is kind of a cute story. And I guess Kevin was with me and Larry and the camera guy, and we'd been filming down in San Diego, and we were headed home, and it's probably a 3/4 day trip because that's the only reason we'd be traveling back that time of day. And an overnight trip would have been way later. Oh no, maybe it was an overnight trip. I don't remember. So Kevin remembers everything, so he probably knows. So we were coming back, heading back to LA, LA County from San Diego. And Larry's number one place to eat on the way home was In-N-Out. So we would always stop at this one In-N-Out in Carlsbad, I think it is. And we stopped in there. And one of the girls in her prom dress, all beautiful prom dress with her boyfriend or her date, and with a couple of other kids that were at the prom, asked to take a picture with me, even though I think I had this shirt on and probably smelly shorts from fishing all day. And she just wanted to take a picture because her dad was a big fan of the TV show, and she wanted a picture to share with them. So that's what he's talking about. Yeah, it wasn't OC, but it was San Diego County. That was funny. Yeah, I was wondering what you were talking about, but yeah, that's true. That's cool. Yeah, those California rods are Phoenix blanks. Yeah, there's nothing better than a burger out at sea. Maybe a burger out at sea after catching some yellowtail or tuna. That's always good. And if you're on the Gale Force, we get a Marquee burger. You can only have one. I mean, he'll make you two, but you won't finish two in one day. They're so big. So, now you guys are getting me hungry talking about all this food. Yeah, Lloyd, I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen on the multi day trips. I don't know what's going to happen on overnight boats. I think. I think the overnight boats with staterooms might get out first before the overnight boats with bunk rooms. And I don't know how they're going to keep 6 feet apart in the bunk rooms because the bunks are pretty tight. So I don't know. And what's really scary is that somebody is going to go on an overnight trip. They're going to take photos or shoot video and they're going to post it. It's going to be on YouTube or Facebook, wherever. And the state's going to see it and the county's going to see it. And then they're going to shut down the boats. So that's what's kind of scary. Raspberry, you should have no problem getting the ticket. You just got to make sure whenever you order anything on my website, even these raffle tickets, that you put down your mailing address. And there's a little button there, so you don't need to type it over again. You just press the button and it'll drag the information over to the shipping address. So it's really important that you have that there, or your order won't go through. But that's the only thing you need to know. But it should work out fine. Yeah, if you guys are interested in getting some raffle tickets, like I said, if we sell 25 today, we'll do the raffle. If not, we can just do it on Friday. It's fine. What other? Yeah. Yeah, Marshall, I know what you mean about Davies because they're really good at adding surcharges, fuel charges, a dock fee. So, I mean, yeah, you get the ticket for less than if you just bought it online with Groupon. But, if you buy something from Groupon, that should be the price. But it's not. That's why those guys do it. Oh, so Flores is asking, should I buy a 16, 18-foot Bay Runner aluminum boat to take out and chase tuna, rockfish? The only thing I'll tell you about those Bay Runners is if you use them a lot, you might have to have some welding done because the rivets do pop loose on them. Those Bay Runners are great boats if you're trailering down to Mexico. You're going to launch from a beach and, you're going to stop in Santa Rosalia, Loretto, East Cape. Those are great boats for that kind of stuff. When you have a super light boat, the boat rides on top of the waves and there's a lot of pounding. The bigger boats, the glass boats, the wood boats, they ride through the water more. And that's why they're more stable and more comfortable. So, if you're really young, the pounding and stuff won't be so bad. But it's part of the reason I had to have hip replacement surgery because of all the pounding over all the years and just tore up my hips. So you can save some money now and get an aluminum boat and pay later, or get a heavier boat. So we'll see. Okay, what other questions? Cleo, can you surf fish in LA County? In theory, you can if you keep walking the whole time. You make a cast, take a couple steps, you cast, you work a beach. You should be able to, but I don't know if they're going to say anything and say that that they only want people running or jogging or walking nonstop. So I don't know. Yeah, Cleo, we have no idea when charter boats are going out. So Joe wants to know about the rubber boots that we wear. I have them on my website. So let me see if I can find them for you guys. Let me see here. So the shoes are extra tufts. And these are the ones that most people wear. They're called the Legacies. I like to wear the shorter ones. And if you're interested in buying the boots, you can use this link from my website and you can order them. So those are the Legacy ones, the 12-inch. But the other ones that I like, and I wouldn't wear these ones if you're in Northern Cal. I would get the ones that I just put the link on with the 12-inch. But these shorter ones, the 6-inch, I like them because they're easier to get on. And if there was an emergency and I got in the water, they'd be easier to kick off. But these are the Legacy ones. I mean, and these are the shorter ones, so they're there. So you can click on there, and then I'll get a little referral fee for sending you there. Yeah, Tony, for a whale watching trip, the Groupon thing's probably okay. But, I don't want to be on a sport boat with 90 people. A whale watching trip, I guess it's okay. You can be 90 people. And I don't know when the whale watching trips are going to be allowed to happen again. Matthew, have you seen a video of private boaters getting a burger from Dana Wharf Boats? Haven't seen that one, but I've seen other videos. I've done it. I've been to Catalina and gone over to the Gale Force and other boats sometimes when I had like celebrities with me or somebody from the industry, and they really want a good burger or something. So I'll get on the radio and ask the skipper. I'll call him on his cell phone, and they'll put the burgers in a bait net, hand it out, and we'll go get them that way. So we will do that. Let's see what else. Tony, what are you asking? Is there a there are companies already, Tony, that do that. Sleigh days do that, where you can rent the boat from them, and they'll launch it for you even, and they do. I think San Diego. I think they go from San Diego to LA. They'll launch the boat for you and pick it up from you at the end of the day. But a friend of mine was on one of those boats, and that's what I was talking about. You might have to do some welding, where some of the rivets on it popped out, and they luckily got back in time for the boat sunk, but they had to call Coast Guard and get an escort to come in fast at like full speed and not stop the boat so the boat wouldn't fill up with water. And Harbor Patrol waited for them at the dock, and they were able to pump out the water and get the boat on the trailer. So Rick's saying in the videos, I see a lot of captains wearing flip-flops. Yeah, I don't know what brand flip flops they were, but there are some captains like Andy on the Enterprise. He just wears sandals. He never wears rubber boots. All his deckhands and the cook wears rubber boots, but he just wears sandals. And there's a couple of other guys in San Diego on the multi-day trips that don't even wear sandals. They just fish barefoot all day long. Like Scotty, he's barefoot all the time. I saw him with shoes on at the Fred Hall show. I was in shock. Yeah, when you look at any of those programs, like on Discovery and stuff, and the people living in Alaska and Canada, you don't see them in regular shoes. All they're wearing is extra toughs. That's all you see them wearing. And extra toughs had a problem for a couple of years when they first started making them overseas. They were falling apart really bad. So they finally got that under control. And the last couple of years, they seem to be a lot better. So people do that now. Jose, do I know where you can get live bait in Long Beach? Yeah, if you're on a boat, that's not a problem. You just go to the breakwater, the far end of the breakwater by Alamitos Bay, like on the border of Long Beach and Seal Beach, the very end of it. If you're looking at Catalina Island, be the far left. Nacho, it's not Nacho's bait receiver, but everybody knows it as Nacho's because Nacho's the guy that's on there every day. And they sell the live bait right there. You can get it there. And if you go all the way to the other side, San Pedro, Mike's on there on that bait receiver, and they sell bait there too. And I was out there Saturday, and they had live squid even. Yeah, Raspberry, maybe you need to try a new tab or something because people are buying raffle tickets. I've got a few orders here for raffle tickets. So let me grab that link again for you guys. Marshall just bought some tickets. Another guy bought some tickets. So please like the video. Let's see if we can somehow get to 100 likes today. We're almost at 80. And we have almost 90 people on here right now. So please like the video. Maybe one of you younger guys can explain to the old guys how to like it. We taught Kevin on Monday how to do it. Carlos, no, the boots now come in different colors, and some of them have different designs. So, but the main color that most people wear is a brown, but there are some other branding ones that come in different colors. So, my fishing room's almost done, Tyler. So, like, I don't know how to share. Like, you can't add pictures here. I wish there was a way I could add pictures to you guys so you could see them. But next week I should have the room all done. I finally got the last board up on the wall, and I got the last table over. So hopefully we'll get that done. Yeah, make sure when you guys check out that you put your mailing address. You got to have mailing address on there. It won't go through. And I don't know if you guys heard, but Lake Irvine's opening up tomorrow. So that's good. Yeah, Marshall, I don't think, from what I heard last year, that they weren't going to, Pierpoint wasn't going to do Groupon this year. but I don't know if that's changed. Like, I almost kind of think Groupon's going to go away because I just don't see. I just don't see. I just don't see boats being allowed to have that many people on a boat. I just don't see it. I just don't see. I don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen. So Raspberry is saying that you might have to switch browsers, and I don't know if it might matter if you're using Chrome or what. Like I'm on Firefox here, but I would think Firefox or Chrome would work out better for my website. So I don't know. Yeah, Julio, if you think fishing is expensive now, wait till the boats start running with only 10 people. You know, when you see a boat like the Enterprise, the Victory, limited to 10 people, that's going to get expensive. They're going to have to at least double the rates. So just in case you guys forgot, I have a app that you can download, and it's only $1.99 a month, and you can watch all my HD content there for $1.99 a month. Okay, what's this other question? Yeah, whenever you guys are fly lining, I would use fluorocarbon. If you're not going to use a sinker and your bait's going to stay right up on the surface, I would say use fluorocarbon. Yeah, people are ordering raffle tickets. I mean, I'm getting the orders, so I don't know if you guys have to try different browsers or stuff. But I got Jason's order, Ernie. I didn't even know Ernie was here. Hello, Ernie. Yeah, Kyle, that 175 for 3/4 day out of San Diego. San Diego is going to charge a lot more on a regular 3/4 day trip because they usually go to Coronado Islands. So for Coronado Islands, not only do you need um, a Mexican fishing license, you also need a visa. So just right there is like $50, $60. Monica, what are you doing? So Monica's on here spying. Yeah, you guys need to send out notices to all the mayors and the LA County. Monica's saying hi, boss. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, April. April. Come say hi to Monica. April, come here. See, Monica, April has learned a trick. Just takes a bone. Come on. The guys here think that April is afraid of coming in this room because she sees my image on the computer screen talking to her. April, come on. She's slowly thinking about it. Come on. Here. I don't know why she's so afraid of this room. This is like the only room she's afraid of. Here she comes. Sneaking in. So you guys, Monica's on here. She's our office manager, and she's the one that feeds the squirrels in front of our office every day. Well, when we're working, when we get to go back to work. Okay, so we're at 81 people likes right now, and we have almost 100 people watching right now. So we need to get you, the rest of you guys, to go ahead and like this video so we can get to 100. Okay. Hey, Mike. No problem. I can't even tell people who you are or what you did because you said I can't mention it. But thank you very, very much. And when I get to do charters, people are going to love it. New additions. Okay, so watch April again eat this bone. Fish do not do that. If fish did that, they would never ever eat. Fish charge right in. They eat. They bite really quick on the jig. They swallow it, and then they run away. Unlike April, who's afraid it's going to blow up on her, just barely grabs it. Yeah, she always is. She's always like that. Okay, so I got a couple more orders for raffle tickets. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Nunez, I just got your order in. Thank you. It's 2, 6. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to do this on Friday because we're not close to getting enough tickets. Sure. Sure. Here. Okay, here. April. Since I can't get you to come in. Ernie, when are you going to go fishing? I don't think I've ever seen you go fishing. Julio, have I ever been in a scary boat situation? So you were in a boat, Julio, that actually sunk out of Ensenado? Which boat was that? Because I have been on just like every boat that used to run out of there. Uh, I've been on a boat that caught on fire. That was pretty scary. And that was out of La Paz. Look who's looking for a treat. She thinks I have more treats. There she goes. I guess I have to bring more bones with me. Yeah, Lloyd, I don't think you get an allowance. I'm sure you have plenty that you can do. What else do we have going on? So when you guys asked me to recommend a rod, there's a couple of brands I would tell you to get. Like CalStar is a great rod. Low pricey but good quality rod, and they're local. They're made here in Southern California. Phoenix makes a great rod. It's pretty pricey if you get a black diamond or something like that. And I usually tell you guys about the Turner's rods just because they're a Phoenix blank and they're not nearly as expensive. If you're gonna fish a lot, then you might want to think about getting a custom rod made, so your rods all have the same colors and stuff, so you easily know that they're yours. I have a bunch of custom rods that I have, but yeah, so there's, you can always do that, or you can go ahead and just get like a Turner's rod. That would be fine. I did hear from Rosarito today, and Rosarito sounds like our derby is going to take place. I talked to them today, and they said, according to everything they've heard from the government, June 1st, the beaches in Rosarito are going to open up. The Rosarito Beach Hotel is still open. They haven't closed down. So they told me they've been open the whole time. But it's all that it looks like our tournament's going to take place. Because I called them today to see if they wanted to reschedule it for the fall. And they said that they would love to keep it where it's scheduled the last week of June to be like the kickoff for them, to get people to come down from California to Rosarito to come be there with me. So we're going to keep talking to them to find out exactly what the rules are going to be, how we can do the award ceremony and keep the social distancing, which I don't think will be a problem because they have a big grassy area down by the pier, down by the beach, and it's big. I mean, it's like a football field wide, just about. So there's plenty of room there, and everybody's been nervous about signing up. So I think we only have about 30 people signed up right now. Nobody's been signing up since March. So once I know for sure, then we'll really push to get people to go. But the hotel sounded like they didn't want me to touch the date. They want me to keep it scheduled for the last weekend in June, and that they're going to get behind and push it. So that's good news. Hey Matthew, how you doing? Matthew, any word when the boats up there might run? I think you guys are going to get out way sooner than LA boats, but that's just my guess. Raspberry wants to know what's my favorite fish to catch. The one I probably get the most excited about is white sea bass. I enjoy catching lingcod using a large bucktail and with the double A grub on there. I like catching lingcod. But my everyday kind of fish that I enjoy catching would probably be calico bass. I really like fishing calico bass. Oh, Julio, that's scary. Be on a boat and it's sinking. The hull cracks on you. Wow. You guys are lucky there are other boats in the area and you got out of the water. Another reason I like the short boots, so if I had to kick them off. Okay, guys, we're almost at 90. We were at 90 and we lost a couple people. So let's see if we can get 100 likes. Please. Matthew, did you like the video yet? Maybe you can be our 90th like. Okay, we're at 91, 93. We can get to 100. We get to 100 without having to beg you guys today. What's a good excuse? Tell my wife when she says I fish too much. Well, I would think she would rather have you fishing than having you go to a bar. At least you get to bring fish back for a family to enjoy. It's fun. Can you get your wife to go fishing? She doesn't like to go fishing. So Aguilar is asking, do I think surface irons would be working at Catalina right now? Yeah, they'd be working. You could use a surface jig for yellowtail and for calico bass. It worked fine. And if you're not sure what a surface jig, when you go to the store and you see a jig that is thin profile, when I say thin profile, just so you understand, this is what I mean by thin profile. It's thin. It's, if you look at it this way, it looks like it's wide. But when you hold it this way, it's really thin. See how thin that is? Now, this is a surface jig. This is the Magic Metal Light. And this has a belly on one side. So if you guys notice, this side is flat. This side has a belly on it compared to this that's just flat on both sides. So the reason this has a belly on it, because it's designed to swim and kick from side to side. So it hits the water and you have it just below the surface and it kicks side to side. This jig, when you yo-yo fish, is going to just dart straight up. And if you work it on the surface, it's going to come right back. So that works a lot better. Are you answering somebody's question, Monica? Or what? How do you like it? What? Maybe you were just talking to somebody else. Can anybody fish the tournament? Yes, anybody can fish the tournament. And all you have to do is go to my website and sign up there. On my website, there's a banner up on top, and you can see a banner there for you can see a banner for the Rosarita event. So where did I? There it is. All right. So let me see if I can find that link for you guys. I don't know if Monica has it under the book online. I'll just find the banner, the link, click on it. So it's June 27th. And here's a link for it. So the link for it is right here. And it's $40 for an adult to fish. Yeah, we're over 100. Thank you, guys. It's $40 for you to be in the tournament, and we'll have some nice prizes. And it's really only two categories. Only two categories for the tournament. There's it's the biggest surf perch and the biggest halibut. And you can only weigh in one fish. So you don't need to kill 20 surf perch. You know, just you get one nice one, keep it. How do I like the video? Which video? This video? You just have to see what you're talking about. Aaron, a few years ago, we did some trout fishing. Yeah, we were hoping to film some shows this year for you. Oh, okay. Yeah. So where the thumb is on top there, that's where you like the video. Can one of you guys describe to Monica how you click on the like thing? I know somebody taught Kevin last week. So, but we're over 100, so thank you. Getting us over 100. The poppers, Julio, the poppers are for tuna fishing. They don't really work that good for barracuda. They don't really work for bass, but for tuna, the poppers work pretty good. But if you're fishing yellowtail, I wouldn't fish the poppers unless there's a huge school on the surface. But you could fish, a jig like this, Magic Middle Light, a tatty, something like that would work good. Bo, when are you starting to take charters out? I really thought, Bo, I was going to start this weekend to take charters out. But the stay at home got extended till August. Yeah. They didn't extend it till the end of May. They extended it to August. So I have no idea when we're going to be able to do it. And the other thing that's keeping all the boats tied to the dock too, which is sad to know, but we can't take our boats out and we can't take our boats out and do any trips because there's a little clause in our insurance that says if you can only be out on the water when it's legal to do so. And if I was to go ahead and run my boat when there's a closure, my boat wouldn't be insured. So if something bad happened on the water, if it's in the fog and somebody runs into me, um, then um, then I'd be in trouble. I'd be on the hook, and my insurance wouldn't cover the boat, wouldn't take care of the people. So that's the problem. All right, so I have some questions about the mystery bags. So the mystery tackle bag was something we started at the Fred Hall Show as a fundraiser for my youth foundation, and we just kind of continued it because people seem to like it. So Raspberry's asking, well, one of the things he got in his mystery bag is a large, it's not a flounder, it's a sand dab. It looks like a big sand dab. So you could rig that with a lead head. You could put it onto a large bucktail, or you can just rig it with two hooks, one hook up by the mouth of it and one hook back toward the tail. And those work really good for lingcod. When we go fish the Farallon Islands and Channel Islands, sometimes we'll use live sand dabs for bait. And that's what those baits are supposed to represent. They work out really good. So, yeah, Raspberry, use that. Use that for lingcod fishing. You'll be happy. Works so good. Tony wants to know how much are the mystery bags. We have two mystery bags on the website, and there's a link for it again. They're $10 and they're $20. So you can use you can buy a $10 one or a $20 one. And then we have both fresh and salt water. The saltwater ones are probably a little bit better because I have a lot more saltwater tackle that I can put in there. So that works out fine. And Tyler, yeah, there's no problem bringing fish back. Long as it's a legal fish that you could possess in California, there's no problem bringing fish back. If fishing a while, if you get to the border and they ask you, what do you have in the vest in your car? You can tell them you got fish, that you caught some fish and you have fish and you won't get in trouble. If you ever bring fish back on a plane, like you fly down the East Cape, Cabo, something like that, and you bring the fish home with you, you have to make sure that you declare it as food. I've never got cited for it, but I've been stopped a couple of times with fish in my ice chest, and I tell them I got fish, but on the declaration form, I didn't put down. That I had food with me, so they were giving me a bad time about it. So make sure if you're on a plane coming in the country, you declare it as food, and that's all they look at it as. Will halibut eat lizardfish? That might be a Matthew question. He's up in Santa Barbara. But huh. So Matthew, white sea bass like lizardfish? Huh, I never knew that. I might keep some lizardfish for bait then. Um, So, Marsha, when we use sand dabs, we just hook them like we do a sardine or an anchovy. You go through both lips. So I would do that. So Matthew says that lingcod will eat lizardfish, and that white sea bass really like them. Okay, and Tyler says that he's used lizardfish for bait on piers, so I didn't know that. Yeah, Dave, I will be out of Ventura County. I'll be out of Santa Barbara, and I'll be out of Oxnard sometime this summer once everything gets opened up. Do I know anybody that lives on their boat? Yeah, I know people that live on their boat. I mean, over on the dock that my boat's on, there's probably 3 or 4 people that live on their boat there. A couple of them I know. I wouldn't want to live on a boat. My boss that I had when I was in college, him and his wife have lived on a boat most of their life, and they had a small sailboat. Now they have a little bit larger um, power boat, but I wouldn't want to live every day on a little boat. Maybe a big boat. I don't know. That's a different subject for a different day. All right. So just a reminder, guys, if you'd like to support me, please download my app. It's only $1.99 a month. And if you'd like to buy magic metal jigs or our B52 bucktails, so this is a magic metal jig, come in all kinds of sizes. And this is a bucktail. They come in a bunch of sizes. Use this code and get 20% off. You get 20% off. Okay. And, and if you get the app, you can watch it any place you want. And there's tons of videos on there. Lloyd's downloaded it. A bunch of you guys have downloaded it. So that I would appreciate it. And you see the episodes before they're broadcast. You can see it on the app first. So Bo wants to know what rod to recommend for tuna. And it's the same thing. You really need to go to your local tackle store when they're open up and see what you want, what you want to pay for, what your budget is. Yeah, those California rods are a good deal. But, if you're going to go for bigger tuna, you might want to look at CalStar, something like that. I want to look at Phoenix. So there's a bunch of brands out there. And you're gonna have to have a couple of different rods because you never know if you're gonna run into the 25 pound 25 pound school size fish, or you're gonna run into 200-pound tuna. So you gotta be prepared for both. Yeah, that's what I was recommending you guys get CalStar because I kind of feel the same way as JB does. With everything going on with the virus and all that, everybody's had to close down. I don't even think CalStar is open right now, and it'd be good to support a local company like them and help them, get back on their feet when this is all done. And I hope a lot of people this summer, when they go on vacation, don't really travel far. I hope they think about staying local and supporting local companies, support different fishing boats, maybe go, take a week and go fish on 4 or 5 different boats, from Santa Barbara to San Diego or up to the Fairlawns down to San Diego and have some fun and do that. So we need to help everybody get back on their feet. Now, Phoenix rods are made in China. So CalStar, they're here, Gardena. Yeah, I'm sure, Matthew, you spend most of your summer on boats. Hopefully, they're paying you to be on the boats, but probably not. Yeah, Dave, if you want an inexpensive, decent quality rod, um, the Californians by Turner's are good. If you want to spend more money, you might want to think about a CalStar. But I would get anything shorter than a 7.5 foot rod. 8 foot rod might be preferable for a 400 size reel. Good, Matthew. I'm glad they pay you. Plus, I'm sure the tips are good. Yeah, Julio, Phoenix has an office in Bellflower, and they don't build the rods there. The rods come in from China, already finished and done. The office in Bellflower is more like distributorship. The rods get there, and then from there they get sent to all the stores. But they don't make anything here. It's just their like distributor office. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Edwin, that the rods are even wrapped in China. I don't think they're wrapped here. But they might wrap them here. I don't know. I know they have rod wrapping capability here. So I don't know. Yeah. What's kind of scary too is when the boats start to run. So let's say a boat like the Victory would run 50 people, maybe more. Let's just say 50. So it would run with 50 people. And like Matthew's saying, um, the crew members make most of their money, majority of their money, by tips and fish cleaning. All that's we call side money because their salary is like minimum wage. So, but they're on the boat to get the side money for cleaning the fish and for getting the tips from the passengers. So, if a boat would normally go out with 50 people, if they cut it to 10 or they cut it to 12 people, even if they cut it to 15 people, that's going to seriously hit what the crews would make. That's going to seriously hurt their tips and all that. So, when you guys get on the boats and you start fishing again, just remember that those crew guys haven't had a paycheck since a lot of the boats stopped running in November. You know, some October, most of them November. And so they didn't run in November. They didn't run in December. Most boats don't run in January, February. Well, they can't run after. A lot of boats don't run after uh, the end of the year because the rock closure hits. If you're in a boat in Santa Barbara, Oxnard, you can't fish for rockfish. So they normally don't run again till March. So then March comes, season opens up, and then the next week the virus hits and everything gets locked down. So just remember that. So um, when you're on a boat, please make sure you give a good tip and help the guys out because they're going to need it. Yeah, you know what you might want to. Kenneth is asking for that they're going to give him a gift for $300. Some of the reels will cost over $300. So what you might want to do is ask them to give you a gift card from whatever tackle store that you like for the $300. So if you need to spend another 100 or $150, at least that reel won't cost you $450. It'll cost you $150, and then you can use the $300 gift card to go with it. But if you're going to go for 200-pound tuna, you're probably going to want something with 2-speed on it and a little bit bigger reel. You're going to want, 80 to 100-pound Spectra on it. So it's going to cost you some money. Yeah, I have a bunch of CalStars too, but they've got a lot more newer styles out. So it would really be nice if you went to the stores once they open up and you can try them out. So Diego says he was out in Ventura and got some bonitas. That's pretty cool. So everybody's having a conversation here. So you guys have any questions for me? I guess not. So if you're interested in doing a private charter with me, and I have no idea when I can do the trips, but here are my rates and stuff. And if there's a date you want to go this summer, say July, August, maybe June, give us a call tomorrow at the office, and we can reserve your date for you because once it opens up, the dates are going to go fast. So here's the office number, and I'll be there tomorrow. Hey, Robert. Yeah, Robert has a good point. If you guys are brand new to tuna fishing and you're not exactly sure what to buy, like Robert says, you can just rent a 2-speed reel and a rod and all that from the landing office. You don't need to invest, $700-800 in an expensive rod and reel if you're not used to it. So you can do that. Okay, guys, we're coming up on 2 hours. Thank you for getting me over 100 likes today. I appreciate it. And if you guys would like to order some magic metal jigs or bucktails, use this code tonight. And if you get your order in tonight or tomorrow, say by noon, we can get your order out tomorrow, because tomorrow's the only day that Monica and I will be in the office, and we'll get all your orders out for you guys, so you can do that. And I'm happy to tell you guys, like I said, it looks like our Rosarita event is going to take place. The hotel told me today, CEO of the company hotel said, do not cancel it, that he's pretty sure that we're going to be able to hold it, that right now it looks like the government in Rosarito is going to open up the beaches on June 1st, so people can go lay out in the beach, they can go surf fishing and all that. We might have to not have the fishing seminar and the meet and greet that I wanted to do on Friday night. I'm going to see what the social distancing situation looks like down there. So we might have to not do that part, but we can do the tournament and have the tournament for the surf fishing down there. So that would be good. Yeah, the only problem with the pen reel, Julio, is they don't make them here anymore. Pretty sure every pen reel now comes from China. It's not like the old days when they used to make them in Philadelphia. That's why they're called pen reels. But there have been so many buys of so many different companies that bought pen over the years. Now I don't even know who owns them. Big conglomerate. So it's just the way it is. All right, guys. So please support me however you can. Think about booking a private charter with us. No, Pure Fishing is the brand that somebody else owns, and Pin is underneath that. So Fenwick is owned by Pure Fishing. Trilene is owned by Pure Fishing. Abu Garcia is owned by Pure Fishing. Pin is owned by Pure Fishing. Seven Strands owned by Pure Fishing. What's his name? Famous lure guy. That's owned by Pure Fishing, the French guy. All these companies, Fenwick, like I said, is owned by Pure Fishing. All these companies, when I was growing up, were all individual brands, and they were all Shakespeare's owned by Pure Fishing. Trilene's owned by Pure Fishing. So all those were all individual companies. So now they're all owned by the company that owns Pure Fishing. So hopefully those companies will be independent again. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. So please support me. Think about downloading my app. And if any of you have money burning in your pockets, you can also make a donation to my youth foundation. That'd be good. Yeah, Marshall, that's the company. So, Tyler, if I had a choice between a pier or the barge, I would take the barge. And the barge, we had live bait. That's part of the reason. Back in the day, you were able to be able to buy live bait on the piers, but I haven't seen live bait on a pier in a long, long time. So we'll see. Yeah, Matthew, I'm looking forward to it too. So make sure that you're on that trip on the Coral Sea. Talk to your mom, work it out. I'd like to meet you and fish with you. That'd be fun. And let your mom know that the Stardust episode is going to run this month in May. I think it's the last weekend in May, but it's already at the TV stations. Alrighty. Yeah, they used to always have live bait in all the piers, Seal Beach Pier, Belmont Pier. They always had bait, but they don't do that anymore. So, all right, guys, 2 hours. See you later. I will see you on Friday. Like I said, Friday is going to be a shorter. It's only going to be an hour. Tony, I don't know if I uploaded the program to the app yet, but I will do it tomorrow. The program's all ready to go on the app, so I will put the Stardust episode on the app tomorrow. I'll get that up there for you guys. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Take care. Thanks for joining me. And since this thing has been continued for a while, I will be back and keep talking to you. Bye, Monica. Good night, everybody.